it's me, Anne. Today I've got a fun project for you that will bring a nice coastal flair to your next party, no matter where you live. It's a nautical-inspired table runner and candle votives. Here's what you'll need: adhesive tape, iron, craft paint. Today I will be using blue and gold. Measuring tape, scissors, fabric. I will be using canvas fabric today. Some tape, an anchor template, pencil, and brushes. So I already went ahead and cut this out according to the length of my table. And I added 12 inches to the length so that way it can fall down properly on the sides of the table. Since the finished runner is 15 inches, I cut out a piece of canvas that's 17 inches wide. Now I'm going to use the fusible adhesive tape and lay it down where I will fold over the fabric. Next, I'm going to fold over about 1 inch of my cut edge. And now with a hot iron, make sure it's set on dry and press it down right on top of the fusible adhesive tape. Okay guys, so we are on to the fun part, and this is where you can add your own personal touch to the table runner. So I'm just going to lay my table runner out, and with some masking tape, I'm going to create a border. I'm going to tape this down about 1/2 inch in, and of course you can do this, any way you like. Make sure the tape is nice and flat onto the fabric so that way you don't get any bleeding from your paint. And then my next step is just to add some more tape on the inside part of my fabric. And I'm going to create a nice thin line for the border. And I am now ready to paint. Now with my paintbrush, I'm just going to dab that in and paint it between the tapes. All right, so this is looking really good, and now I am going to draw in my anchor. So here I have an anchor template that I found from my local craft store, but what you can also do is print out a template which I will have available on the bottom of this video, and you can cut it out and use it as your very own template. So I'm going to place this down right at the end of my table runner. Now with a pencil, I'm just going to trace around this anchor. All right, let's just take a peek and see how this looks. It's looking really good. What you want to make sure is that you can see your drawing line, so that way you can paint inside of it. So next up, I'm going to use this blue paint for my anchor. And I'm just going to pour a little of that in here. Because I'm going to be painting in some smaller areas, I'm going to use a smaller brush for the detail work. And I'm going to carefully paint close to the line, the drawing line. I'm going to do that first, and then I'm going to fill in the space. Okay, so I am done with this. Let's check on the gold paint. Ooh, it looks like everything is nice and dry. So I think we're ready to pull off the tape. Let's see how this looks. It's looking really, really good so far, guys. Very nice. Okay, so next up we are going to be making the mason jar votives that are going to be laid down the center of the table runner. What you will need: scissors, rope, mason jars, double-sided tape, a glue gun, some glue sticks, and some battery-operated tea lights. First step is to take off the lid of your mason jar. Take some double-sided tape, and what I would recommend for you to do is just double up on your tape so that way it could be thick enough for you to tape on your tea light candle. This looks good enough. I'm going to place that right on the center of this lid and turn on my tea light. Place that on, and there it goes. Let's put that to the side and work on the rope. So what I'm going to show you how to make is the sailor's knot. And if you are familiar with rock climbing, you should be familiar with this as well. Okay, so start with the loop end, and you want it to be about 4 fingers wide. And now you're going to take this other end, making sure it's flat against the table. And you're gonna pull it over from your right side under the loop, just like so. And now you're going to bring that over the loop. And as you're doing this, make sure that your rope is nice and flat, just like how I have it here. Now with the ends of your rope, you're going to place that under the bottom loop and out, just like the figure 8. And now you're going to pull this so it can be nice and tight. All right, so now you can close your lid, take your knot, wrap it around your jar, take the open end, and push it through the little loop, just like so, and you want that to fit nice and tightly. You want to tie this around so that way it can stay and hold on to your jar. So the last step is to dab on some glue right where the tying part is. After your glue is dry and set, snip off the extra rope, and that's it. So this table runner and adorable mason jar votives are going to be the main decoration at a clam bake I'll be throwing at the HGTV Dream Home 2015. Tune in on New Year's Day on HGTV to see how it turns out.